Hey guys, we are no longer getting ready. We are ready. I'm so sorry that we're starting late today. I restarted school this week and I have an astronomy class on Mondays and Wednesdays that keeps me at school for a little longer than I would like to. So we're starting our stream just a little late, but no worries, I'm here and I'm ready to take on the next track. Since I am late. Oh, hi Queen Bee! I love seeing you guys when you come back. Since I'm here and, you know, I got here all late, I'm going to request that you guys pick which track we tackle this time. So are we gonna go, you know, the pure Yuri route? Are we going the pure Sayori route? We already did pure Natsuki. So you guys get to pick. I'm gonna give it a second. Gonna let this cute music play. And I'm gonna let the people who are here right now choose whether we do Sayori or Yuri. I'm gonna give it a second. Hi, sassy lady. Oh, everyone's here. I love you guys so much. I love when I come back and it's like I never left and everyone pops up and says hello. So really quick, guys, Yuri or Sayori? Who are we focusing on today? If you guys don't pick, I'm gonna flip a coin. Or I'm just gonna pick. Because flipping a coin is gonna give me an answer I didn't want. I'll second guess it too much. I keep smelling my hands because I have really good lotion on. I'm using Soap and Glory the Righteous Butter Lotion. It smells really nice. Sayori? Yes. Yay, Zarazel. Listen, I don't know if y'all knew. Shouts out to Zarazel. Shouts, that's my buddy. Like, you're all my friends, especially the ones who keep coming back, like Queen Bee and Sassy. But, like, first of all, I want them to tell me if Zarazel or Zarazel is the way they want me to pronounce it. But that's my buddy. That was my day one buddy. Popped in here with crazy commentary. That's my unspoken sidekick. So it sounds thank you. Aw, he's your best friend? That's awesome. He seems like a fun best friend. And it sounds like we're doing Sayori. So we're going to load game and we are going to load it not from this darkness, we're gonna load it from here. Awesome. So awesome. Now this is not gonna take as long as last time because now that we're loading, we can just skip through a bunch of this text. So we're going to, so now we've taken our save file. For those of you who don't remember last week, we decided that we want this good ending. I've decided anyway that I want this good ending for us. And we are going through the game and we are getting all of the cutscenes because that's how you get the good ending. I'm going to go back and forth and get all the cutscenes and I have to stop right before Sayori takes herself from our digital world. Because when she does that, the game breaks and I lose all my cutscenes. So we went through pure Natsuki track last week. That was really lowly. It was very a little awkward. We weren't ready for it, but we did that. So now we're gonna go pure Sayori this week, and we are going to try and write poems. Yeah, we're walking home. We're gonna write poems and pay attention to Sayori. So we're gonna do that, which we kind of did in the beginning because we had some interaction with Sayori. That was weird in the beginning, but then, you know, what happened happened. So we're gonna get all those good cutscenes with her. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. The thirst traps. They are. I don't know what's wrong with protagonist. He's so weird. I also have a surprise for you guys for next week's stream. Just keep that in mind. We're gonna have fun this week, but next week should be interesting. Some of you might know what it is. Nicole, hang on. I need to stop. I don't want to offend my dearest friend Nicole. Nicole and I, though, we're friends outside of the internet. And I'm excited for the many things we're going to do. We're going to Katsucon together, which is hype. And I know at some point we're going to cosplay Sonico and Pachako together, along with my friend Bree, who also is doing a Sonico cosplay. So I'm hype. I never forget Nicole. I just didn't mention her in that listing because I was talking about my internet friends. I love everyone. Please no one hate me. Zarazo came back. Hashtag we not ball sacking. It's a fact. If you guys get 1,000. All right. I'm also going to set that straight right now. Get me 1,000 tweets. Get me 1,000 tweets of hashtag we not ball sacking from different people. Get me 1,000 tweets, specifically on Twitter tweets. And if we get 1,000 tweets, I'm making shirts for a limited run. We're not doing it forever because that'd be wild. But yes, 1,000 tweets and hashtag we not ball sacking. Not only that, I will have hashtag we not ball sacking in the corner of the stream that follows the 1,000. All right, so we are trying to impress Sayori. The trouble that I usually have with these is I keep confusing her and Natsuki. Twirl. See? Already there. Smile. There we go. Cute is definitely Natsuki. Nightgown is Natsuki that we learned. Family. There we go. Sugar. Oh, I thought sugar was her because food. Happiness. Okay, good. I want to say milk, but now milk feels like it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be Natsuki. Ribbon. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I thought suicide would be. Oh gosh. We might have to go back again if I don't do this right. XSplit's not bad if you have it. I have XSplit on my computer. I'm using OBS right now because I'm used to it, but XSplit came with my computer. XSplit costs money though after a time. Heart? Yes. Kiss. Oh jeez. It's so hard. Hair. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to go back. Oh jeez. Puppy. Oh my gosh, it's so chocolate. I thought chocolate was food, so she'd like it. Lollipop? Alright, we're gonna have to go back. We're gonna load it again. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. We have to. We're trying to get Sayori, not Natsuki. Alright. Alright. So I know agonizing, atone, despise, and maybe pleasure and incongruent are probably Yuri's. I don't know what would be a Sayori word. Cheeks. Oh gosh. Alright, that's one. That's one for Natsuki. Melancholy. See, here's the thing. Melancholy and tragedy sound like they'd be Yuri words, but Sayori also likes bittersweet poems. Vibrant. Oh gosh. Alright, so that's one for everyone who's not Sayori. Music. Okay. Okay, so music. Alright. Excitement? Yes. Okay, so it's 2 for her. Let's see. This is harder than I thought, you guys. I feel like Rose is either gonna be her or Yuri, though. Starscape is Yuri. Okay, so we did that, so now it's 2 for her. Giggle is, it sounds like a cute word. That could be a Natsuki word. Dance. Ooh, good. Alright, so that's 3 for her. Come on, we gotta get more for her. Anime is totally Natsuki. Comfort. Yes. Alright, awesome. Ocean? Yes. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Alright. Childhood? We're doing it, guys. We're making good headway. Sticky is weird. Silly. Oh, we're doing it. We're great. Daydream. Yes. Rainbow sounds too cute. Sunny? Yes. Oh, we're doing it. Okay. I feel like Doki Doki. I can't remember if Doki Doki was her or if Doki Doki was Natsuki because it's cute. It's Natsuki. Okay, I did that. I'm an idiot. Laugh? Yes. Fireflies. Awesome. Heartbeat? Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right, wonderful play games. Oh, jeez. All right. Headphones. No, why did I think headphones was... I thought headphones was Sayori. Warm. Okay. And dream. Oh, okay. So let's see if we did enough to impress Sayori. Because if we got Sayori, she's the one who's going to come up to us. So we're going to skip through a lot of this. They're talking and she's being weird. Yep. I slumped under the nearest desk. Alright. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I think we did it right because we're not interrupted by Natsuki and we're not interrupted by Yuri. We're listening to Monica and Sayori. Pretty sure we did this right. Okay. We saw some of this in the first day because we did go full Sayori, so we don't have to read all of this again. We can just breeze through. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we did it right. Because we, you know. Yep. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we did it right because we're getting new stuff that we can't skip. And it's Sayori based, so glad. Do you think food will do the trick? She always thinks food will do the trick. She's making cupcakes. We saw this on the first day, yeah. So they're talking about cupcakes and how, you know, they're going to volunteer Natsuki to make cupcakes. Found myself smiling again. Sorry, slow yourself. But then was, yep. Unlike me, who has any? Alright, so we're thinking about Sayori and how she's cool. And there we go. And she's right in our face. Because, you know, everyone likes to do that to us. Nearly falls out of the chair. I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping. Facts. You came to a club to read. Does our school have a napping club? Alright. So they're chilling. They're hanging out. I'm pretty sure this is where he's gonna, like, straighten up her clothes. Because... Yep, they're talking about looking out for each other. Sayori's so cute. I just want her to have the best life. Oh, I think what we need to do is, I guess, when we have the option of helping people, we can pick Sayori too. We need to pick Sayori. Okay. Just glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair is sticking out. Sayori's hair is always sticking out. That's where her hair curls. Yep, and he's touching her hair, and she's like, Senpai, don't touch my hair. Well, she doesn't say don't touch my hair, because she wants him to touch her hair. You guys are quiet in chat today. Normally there's like a whole dissertation of Sayori's behavior by now. Uncharacteristically silent. I try to wipe the stain with my finger. So yeah, so this is the part where protagonist, you know, in a fit of whatever, mentions how she doesn't have a boyfriend. And yep, and he starts fixing her clothes. Yep. Not awkward at all. For a second, I thought she was just wearing socks. I was like, Sayori, how'd you come to school with no shoes? Is she wearing shoes? Do they take their shoes off for literature club? Hi, Aubrey. I can't tell if she's wearing shoes or not. And now he's weirded out because he's like, you're making me feel weird about helping you. He calls her stupid a lot and I don't like it. That's not nice. It's unnecessary, protagonist. Don't call her stupid. It doesn't fit her properly. Let her live. Let her chest grow. It means my boobs got bigger. Don't say that out loud. Okay, you're the one who's fixing her clothes. Like, let her live. So he's fixing her clothes, and she doesn't like how it fits, and she unbuttons it because she wants to live her life. Because she doesn't want a boyfriend because she likes you, protagonist. Oh. Oh, you take care of me better than anyone else would. Stop saying all these embarrassing things, he says. He just fixed her clothes. You've never seen the Sayori route? Oh, our first playthrough has this portion of the Sayori route. So if you go back to Doki Doki stream number 1, that's the one where I sat through and really read everything at slow pace, and we had a 4.5-hour stream. They're cute together. They're almost brother-sister. Almost. Just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only focus on going to bed earlier, which is fair because he should be going to sleep. It's a deal. I guess you really are. Oh, she's so cute. She deserves all the love. Oh, but I was joking that time. Ah, Monica jumps in. Okay, everyone. Enough attention that isn't mine. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we start the poem? So they're showing poems. So now we get to let everyone read the poems. Of course we remembered. Alright. Of course hers is on a wrinkled piece of paper. Alright. Whew. Sorry, I'm yawning because class was stressful this time. Not stressful, just a lot. So let's start with Sayori. Definitely most comfortable with sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Makes sense. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Spoofy. I forgot y'all named me Spoofy. Eh? I love it. Oh, I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. And this is where they're going to talk, and I believe they're going to, you know, figure... Oh, are you sure you just don't like it because I wrote it? They're going to figure out the fact that she likes bittersweet poems. She's going to, like, describe it. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a spoofy poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Aww. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. He's such a jerk. If Natsuki did that, he'd play along and be weird. That was still a weird. I'm not over last week's stream. Hashtag spoofy. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Aww. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Aww. Deep down, he's not selfish? No, he's selfish. That's a selfish boy right there. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only real good people do. It's gonna let me skip. Yep, because we read each other's poems already, so it's the same. Yep. I don't think the poems start to get wonky until... not wonky. We get the other poem, like the better poem, the next day, so... Alright, let's go to Monica so she doesn't freak out. Hi, Spoofy. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. And I can... I don't want to skip it because I want to see if she does the breaking the fourth wall comment, because she didn't last time. Don't be afraid to bring things up. Of course she's always listening. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. So I just want to get through this part so we can get to where we're trying to be. Want to share your poem with me? No, I don't want to share my poem with you. I want to bail out on this thing that we've all agreed to do. Don't worry, Spoofy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Yep. Alright. She reads the poem. So she's going to talk about how, like, Sayori and you are good friends and how it comes up. Oh, also skip is gone, so I guess we can skip certain little intros because we do have that much from the other playthrough we did last week. So I'm seeing that some things are skippable and it'll stop us when we get to new information, so that's cool. They're really different. He's doing that thing where he doesn't want people to think they're together or that he likes her, but he does. The way she talks about you. Aww. He's such a jerk. He plays such a jerk in this game because he doesn't want them to know he cares about her. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Yep, has a gentle feel to it. So now we're going to read Monica's poem. And then there's, okay, let's see, try new things, and then we can skip because we've gotten to the part where we already read her poem last week, and it's that same one. So we're going to go to Natsuki. Natsuki's going to complain because she doesn't like it because it's not tailored for her, so she's going to be a brat. Well, it's about what I'd expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. And Natsuki doesn't have a skip because last time we tailored to Natsuki, so we don't have this information from her. Just didn't evoke any emotions, so basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Last week I wondered if her dad did weird stuff, and now I'm thinking that's probably why her first thought is like, do you want to get smacked? Because that's how she's treated. And that sucks. Sayori does deserve better in general. It is kind of like Spoofy is also tsundere. Alright, so we're gonna look at her poem. Not that you'll like it. Monkeys can climb, the same one we've been seeing for like 10 weeks. And it lets me skip, so I know you've already gotten to this. It's how we talk about we like it, we don't like it, I guess this, I guess that. And here's Yuri, who's crazy, but we love her. Yuri stares at the poem, a minute passes. I'm gonna skip up until where the new information starts. Unless it's the exact same stuff. Yep. Talking about the ghosts, talking about... wait! Oh, gosh. Here comes the fight. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Oh, boy. Should we skip through the fight, or should we watch the whole fight? Should we watch the whole fight, guys? Are you ready for this? Oh, man. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate... Here we go. I want to get, like, a soundboard and have, like, shots fired every time something happens. Here, where's the music? Cue the music. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Shots fired. Eh? That's not what I... Ooh, you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Spoofy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. I'm gonna flip this time. Instead of being like, Natsuki, you're a jerk. Yuri, you real defensive, homie. You're real defensive. And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Shots fired. Ooh, facts. I'm still Sayori in this, cause, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Spoofy started showing up. I still can't believe that girl opened her mouth and said that. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. First of all, Yuri, why are you defending it? Don't you want someone to stop so people stop talking about your boobs? I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they had just noticed I was standing there. Spoofy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, they just beefing. All they do is beef. There's a reason. Oh, gosh. And now they're gonna do that thing where I gotta pick someone's side. So we're gonna say Sayori because we want, you know, the good ending. We want all of the cutscenes with Sayori. Thanks for dropping a like. If you guys haven't already, drop a like, subscribe so you guys know when I go live again. This is our second to last stream of Doki Doki, just because we're coming up on the good ending and there's nothing left to do after that. So I will pick something else new. But yeah, we gotta let Sayori help us. And Sayori's gonna come in and she's gonna give them, you know, oh, he's gonna, you know, pin it on her and say it's making her uncomfortable, and you know, everyone's gonna listen to her captivating speech about why we should be cool. Back to the fight. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop it. Stop it for real. Natsuki and Yuri, y'all need to chill. The guitar comes back in too, all clean. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of the differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. So on the nose. Big and beautiful! Yuri! Oh my gosh, Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Yuri does have the biggest boobs out of everybody in class, it's true. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it is. Get it together. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. You can't? I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. Why'd you have to call her an airhead? Why couldn't you just let your friend be great? I don't like him. If you guys have friends like that who bring you down for no reason, cut them loose. Those aren't friends. Hey, it's Evan Lopez. What's up, guys? Tomorrow's your school trip for 3 days. Oh, bye. Where are you going on your school trip? Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. She's so suspicious. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? And we've seen this already, because they're just talking about how, yep. Alright, so I'm gonna save right here. So we do have this. And we're gonna once again try and make everything about Sayori. So ocean is a Sayori word. Together, a Sayori word. I'm getting better at this. Childhood. Getting better. Fireflies. Awesome. Sparkle. Hey, we're doing it. Clumsy. That's her. Lazy. It fits. Rainbow. Wow. We're doing good. Vanilla. Up. Marshmallow. Okay, so I thought foods were Sayori, but they're cute foods, so they're gonna be her. Playground. Oh my gosh, she was playground. Party. Okay, good. We're back on track. I wonder who unrequited is. That sounds like a Yuri word. Oh no, see? It's a Sayori word. I wonder if depression. It is. Depression is a her word. That's sad to me, actually. Rain cloud is a her. Raindrops? Ah, that's Yuri. Socks. Okay. Starscape. Oh gosh. All right, let's. Oh gosh. Vacation. There we go. And how? Oh gosh. Okay. I think we did it right, because that still seemed like a lot more Sayori than anyone else. But if we see that it's not, I do have that save and I can go right back to that. So now that they pass, it's time for club. We're gonna skip into some stuff. Up. Okay. Yuri giggles. Oh, it's the food. It's the food. It's where we learned that she was being a little sneak and wanted us to buy her food. Yuri, ain't nobody ask you nothing. Get out. All up in everybody's business. Oh my gosh, Yuri. Everyone doesn't hate you. Come on. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. Facts. Alright, so we're going to skip more of that. Where she slaps her with the cookie. And then she eats her food. And everyone's acting up. She has a boyfriend. She doesn't have a boyfriend. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. Awesome. We did not see this in the first one, so I'm glad. We didn't pander to her, we pandered to Yuri, which is why it switched. So we are going to help her get supplies. Me and Monica are going to make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Spoofy to get the supplies? No, I'm going with him to eat chocolate. Like, what? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Monica, get out. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Hehe, okay. It was not just a suggestion. You are petty and you want to be in everything. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Spoofy? Yep, let's go. So we did it, guys. We were getting the extra cutscenes we were missing. Waiting to join a group. Oh. Well, take your time. Take your time getting into as you wait for you're getting accepted into a group. Do some other things. Find some adventures to get into. I'm sorry, I don't know much about law enforcement, so I don't know the process of being accepted. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? Ha! I said, hey, Sayori, and Siri thought I called her. That scared the life out of me. Oh my gosh, loud as ever. Hey, Siri. Why do you think your name is Sayori?
Siri, pleased to meet you.
Alright. I have male UK Siri and not girl American Siri. That was funny. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. I want there to be like another ending where you actually get to have the festival, but I guess we never will. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. So in this run, I guess if you get Sayori's cutscenes right here, you find out about that before everyone else does, because in every other track, they surprise you with it. It's cool. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Spoofy, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Dang, Sayori, y'all could have changed the music for that. That was hype. Like that. She's so genuine. Hashtag Monica did everything wrong. We ain't here for that. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie? I'm working super hard on this, you know. Ah, I know. I just meant that it's an ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. It's embarrassing. Oh. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey, Spoofy, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. You ever done that? Like not hang out with a friend for a long time and then you hang out with them, it's wild again? It's nice. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Are they Crayola and not Rose Art? They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Ooh, smack. Ooh, kya. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. Ouch. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. She'd have clumsy as her word. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Why are you grabbing her by the waist? This is what I mean. He keeps telling her stop doing embarrassing stuff. But you gonna grab her by the waist like she's not a whole human with arms. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Why is she sitting on the ground like that? No. 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 Why is she sitting on the ground like that, y'all? Let me ask y'all something. Has anyone in here ever hit their head and just dropped to the floor like that? Like just popped on the ground with thighs spread like that? Is that what we do? Y'all lying. Spoofy is a hypocrite. Y'all know y'all lying. Ain't nobody just fall like that. Skirt all up in the thighs. I'm calling every headmaster. I'm calling the principal. I'm calling the science teacher. None of this. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark in the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Spoofy, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Oh. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used in an ice pack rather than the drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She's still sitting like that! Ew! I guess because in Japan, the way clubs work, you have club activity time after school. So that's just you sign up for a club, and that's the club you're in. And what you do during that time. But, like... look at her! Hashtag Sayori spread. For real, like, what is she doing, yo? Look at her! So she just sat there the whole time? She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. She ain't scooping nothing back in the box. She over here poised. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Aw, that bottle looks half empty already, but I won't say anything because I didn't draw the art in this game. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Oh gosh. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Stop calling her idiot. You're so friggin' rude. Sorry, I forgot. Oh, leave her alone, such a jerk. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Spoofy, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Ha 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 ha. Aww. And you would rush over just as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Of course he doesn't, because he ain't thinking about nothing but himself and his pants. Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. Ooh, that was a whole ring. I'll see the notification in a second. Sorry. So in a way, it was my fault. Oh, I guess it kind of was your fault in a way. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Aw, thank you for the sub. Awesome. Oh, that reminds me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna fix something because I don't have my updates on. Let's make sure that's on. And there we go. And now you're updated on the screen. Every time Sayori tells a story, like, it's really they're all like, you know, you think about it, but I love Sayori. She's so genuine. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Facts. Spoofy. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. He's really not thinking about other people, though, Sayori. Like, you're sweet and all, but you're giving him too much credit. He is a jerk. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Oh. Don't call me that. Yeah, don't call him that. He's trash. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Yeah, you don't. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Okay. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Spoofy, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? You know that meme where it's like the man sees a thing and he's in tears and then he sees a detail that makes it worse and he just turns his face? It was like that. And then she goes, is it going to be like this forever? And it's just, and I'm full of tears. I can't. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up after college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. That's true. But, well, I hope so. Oh, it's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Oh, Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should get back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. True. Sayori hops to her feet. Yeah, don't hop to your feet when you just busted your head. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Alright, going back to the classroom, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's Joelle! I don't know if you're in spoiler territory. I'm just going through... we restarted, and we're going through the Sayori track. Who else is in here? It does sound like foreshadowing, doesn't it, Auberry? You gotta go? Well, thank you for popping in, Sassy. It's always nice to see you. I follow Sayori out of the class. Sayori, my tongue, out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start. To start with sharing our poems. Eh? Sayori, your forehead. Dang, she just saw it straight out. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Sayori. What the heck? Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh? Sayori frantically dances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Spoofy. Monica, go sit down with your crazy self. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. She's so cute. Yeah, that. I feel like that's how a lot of my friends deal with me. I'll be like, adventure, and they're like, adventure. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, we're doing this. Let's start with Sayori again. Just so she gets that attention. Spoofy, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. Fair. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Aww, it's a nice... Sorry, guys. It's a nice thing to say. Wow, wow, wow. She's so excited. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I'm gonna punch him in his mouth the next time he calls her an idiot. Yo, stop it. I just mean you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings, though, through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Aw, hey. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Spoofy, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Okay, alright, dude. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! Did she break her pencil? I broke my pencil. Child! He was smooth and he did ruin it. She broke her pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Stop bumping stuff, girl. You have one skull. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I think this is the same one. Yep, it's the Echo, Echo, Echo one. I pop off my scalp. Yep. Little balls of sunshine. Yep. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle of starlight. So this is the same poem that we've already read like 3 times now. Holy crap. Okay. And so I have the skip option. So this is the same response that we've had after the Natsuki stuff. So we're just going to run through it. We're going to talk to Monica. We don't actually care. Hi again, Spoofy. It's new information because she's probably going to comment on the fact that we're being nice to Sayori. How's the writing going? All right, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you've been applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, wouldn't count on that. He's so lazy. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. All right, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. Of course you can. Look at her face! Attention seeker. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh gosh, she's all sensitive. No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here is all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless... Load me. Is that her having, like, her computer spaz moment? MC Dumbass. He is MC Dumbass. Super fast? Yeah, no, some of that stuff we already saw in other streams, so we're breezing through. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like my mouth. Makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ha ha. That's my advice for today. She's so extra. This child. Burn, burn, burn. Thanks for listening. Let's go to Yuri next. And we're gonna skip because Yuri's just gonna talk about her boobs. Hang on. I just want to go back and see. But if, yeah, this is what she's talking about. If she thinks without speaking. Oh, I have my books with me. I thought it said boobs. I was like, please don't talk about your boobs. Yeah, so it's the same thing as from the Natsuki time. And let's see if Natsuki stuff is new because we played Natsuki's route last time, so we just have to watch Natsuki be disappointed in us. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. And it's the Amy Likes Spiders. And now we can skip because she's talking about how it doesn't make sense people judge other people for other things. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Alright. So, okay everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come... Okay, and I think she's going to tell them about the festival. I'm going to save again here, just because we haven't saved in a minute, and I don't want anything dumb to happen. Alright. So we can skip, because they're all going to talk about how they can't stand the whole thing, and they're mad, and they don't like it, and, you know, Natsuki and Yuri are upset that they just went ahead and did this, and they're upset, and... Oh boy. They talk a lot to each other. And then they finally all get on it because, you know, Spoofy's like, nah, guys, do it. And they're gonna... Okay, so we're skipping again because they're practicing their poems. So, alright. Alright, so... And it defaulted to Yuri. So it's like, would you walk home with Yuri if Yuri wanted to go home with you? Or would you keep going home with me? Because this is Sayori's route, I'm gonna say I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Spoofy. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Who knows? So I'm going to save it again right here. I wonder why it lets you... Oh, it doesn't let you skip. I was going to say, don't let me skip this. Alright, so... How nature... There we go. So we want to flower. We want to make sure we keep Sayoriing it up. Rain cloud. Whistle. That's not her. Happiness. I can't remember if playground is Natsuki or her. Peaceful. All right, that one's her. Sweet. There we go. Swimsuit. Ah, swimsuit is Natsuki. They gave her the unexpecteds. I like my poems how I like my Natsuki. Short and sweet. Delete this. Delete this. Delete all of this. Secretive? Oh, secretive is Yuri. Excuse me. Wonderful. There we go. Awesome. Her. Depression is her. Sad but true. Sparkle is her. Spinning is Natsuki. Sensation is Yuri. All right, we gotta make this a daydream. Okay, I gotta keep it going in her direction. Party, yes. Sunny, yes. I don't remember if loud. There you go. And warm. There we go. All right, you made it pretty. You made it pretty, Sayori. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Are you practicing the piano again? Yeah. Alright, we can skip through a lot of this. The squid thing. It's not her name. Yeah. Up. Yes. Okay, so it's anything up with her? Yep. So Sayori, no matter what, even if it's her track, she gets kind of down at a certain point. So it doesn't seem like we can do anything. Hey, what's up? Ojoziel? I'm hoping I pronounced that right. Anyone who just hopped in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to make sure you keep up with my latest adventures. Doki Doki messes with me too, because it'll throw you some curves. People say some things that make you like sad. Like not in a creeped out way, but in a, oh man, that's really sad that people feel these emotions type way. Suri's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than how it always has been. You're so funny, Spoofy. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Okay, so she's not down right now. She's happy. Okay. Or she's being weird. Normally she's happy. All right, so we'll see. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our okay, so because Sayori's not feeling good this time and we're pandering to her, we don't have any extra time with anyone, I guess. Everyone goes out to retrieve their poems. I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, we're gonna start with Sayori again. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Spoofy. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to take a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Spoofy, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does, or even Natsuki, but in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Here, she's doing the thing. Oh, wait. Of course I do, but that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to put up. I know you have to put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something, and this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Oh, Spoofy, stop being a jerk to her then. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Spoofy, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I glanced around the room to make sure nobody else noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Spoofy. It's just a little rain cloud. Oh, I'm sorry you had to see that, huh? Oh, her little fake laugh. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Now Monica's gonna question what happened. Hi, Spoofy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, and we've already talked about this, so just whatever poem, pretty much. It's kind of funny how no, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other's every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well, Spoofy, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything, and this is the one where it's the feather, and it's an existential poem, and the lady blows the feather back into the wind and says, life means nothing, nothing matters, goodbye. Which is wild. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. She's doing that thing. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, Monica, you mean one-dimensional? Because two-dimensional sounds like you're saying not everyone's a cartoon. Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. And we've already read this, so we're going to skip. Gonna go to Natsuki. Totally feel free to start from the beginning. We've streamed this, so we've gone through this particular channel so many times. Like, the first and third should have it. The second will have, like, the weird carry-on information. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems, anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. She's such a child. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? I'm getting hiccups, I'm so sorry. That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang around here, even if I have to put up with you. After last week's playthrough, I just don't like the two of them talking to each other. Monica says humans, implying she's not one. Yeah. Yeah, or implying she is human and she's not, you know, a thing. I really hate Sayori and Yuri. Natsuki all the way for me, proud. Lolicon here. Stop it. Stop it. That's funny. I like my poems like, oh no, I got my Sayori's cold and unmoving. Y'all dark. Y'all getting real dark on the stream. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh, Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. You're just joking with an elbow in the stomach. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Facts. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened. Oh, okay. So we have read this. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. Yep. It's the one where she's talking about being supportive. She's so sweet. She's a sweet child. She needs to chill out a little bit, but she's a sweet child. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So if you decide to write about the beach first and then you decided to write about the beach first and came up with this message later, yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. Gosh. Goodness, Natsuki. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. You gotta defend yourself. No one's judging you. We're gonna skip through Yuri. Not because I don't love Yuri. Oh, the catchphrase thing. Yuri just... The reason why we could skip it is because she did the same thing she did last time. So I guess when you make poems that aren't tailored to Yuri, she just doesn't care. Because Yuri is that self-centered. So we tell them that Sayori doesn't feel good and she went home. And now they're gonna be like, hey, who are you gonna pick? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. So we've already heard this audio or read this video, so we're going to skip and we're going to choose Sayori. So instead of volunteering to help Yuri, instead of volunteering to help Natsuki, or taking the off chance and just like choosing Monica, we're gonna choose Sayori. Also, I want to save it right here. The next time we play through, I'm gonna save it right before that choice because I want to see what happens if you choose to help Monica, because that'd be an interesting thing. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, why is everyone so selfish? Sorry, I didn't mean for it to be this difficult. Just think of the club, okay? So we can't choose Sayori specifically. I wonder... Alright, so I'm gonna save it right here. I'm gonna overwrite that one. Yes. Let's choose Monica and see what happens. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yeah, you picked me! Spoiled. Hold on one second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs... Oh, they're gonna fight about it. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person... Wow, but you already have Sayori as well. Huh. But Spoofy was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. They're really obsessed. Like, I can't not choose one of them. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yes. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Sigh. It's technically most logical for Spoofy to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Huh. Yeah, Monica was about to catch these hands for real. That's interesting. I'm going to see what other people did really quick. Because I did not anticipate them, you know, not letting me pick Sayori. I thought I could go to her house and check on her and ask her what her day was like and, you know, take her rope out of her room. But you can't, so let's see. Alright, so I guess it doesn't matter which one we pick. I can pick literally any of them as long... I'm gonna pick Natsuki because we're gonna do Yuri's track next week. So let's go Natsuki. Alright. And we're gonna skip because we're doing Natsuki and they're gonna argue and grumble. Which we saw last week. So, gonna get her number, all that stuff. So, even though he would have preferred to do this with Sayori, he's gonna do this, and he's gonna help Natsuki. Alright. So, I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous if that Sayori finds out about this? Facts. It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. You know you should worry, because you know she's gonna feel some type. It's already Sunday. I've been increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. Yep, so we're gonna skip and yep, okay. So this is the part that everyone hates because it's sad, makes us hurt, and we're gonna have to go through it one more time next week. But this is Sayori telling us that she's not okay, that she suffers from depression, that she likes us more than, you know, the regular way of platonic friendship, and we try to comfort her the best we can. So we're just, yep, they hug. All right, and then Natsuki shows up, and we know Natsuki's out here with her cute clothes. What do you mean spoilers? You're already here. You're already here. So, here's what we didn't get to do last week. We're gonna skip, but we're gonna stop at the places where it's just like, what are y'all doing? So we're skipping, and they started talking about small chests and how she's small, and you know the part I hate. Y'all know that part. This. What are you doing? Why did he do this? Her face is like. You shouldn't lick, yes, Spoofy, you shouldn't lick their fingers if you don't like them a lot. Where's, who was it? Someone in here was, like, super lowly. Oh, man. One of you was, like, super lowly fan in here, and you were hype about this. And it's just like, what are you doing? Her small, shallow breaths. You know, it's funny. We have enough time to go back and do the Yuri thing because it's only been an hour, but I don't want to make this run super duper long, or late rather. And I have my surprise for you for next week for the Yuri thing. So, Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? Yep, because he had a dirty pan in there. So we're going to skip around again. This whole thing was just weird between them. This whole thing was just like him being a creep. So, wait, Natsuki, yep, they're about to, you know, he's saying you can come over whenever you want. You know, you can come hang out at my house. We can hang out. I know you're an underclassman. I know you're young. I know you're small. But I, a grown upperclassman, want you to come to my home whenever you feel like it. You have my number now. You can text me. We can read manga together in my bed. You know, with 2 pillows, not 1. We could go to Barnes & Noble and read manga there and not pay for it. Bend the pages before people buy the books. Do you really mean that? Yeah. Yeah, he means that. Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yep, I want to spend more time with you. Yep, Spoofy, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Ooh, I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. She's gonna do the thing. She wants to kiss his face. Natsuki looks up at me with her pink eyes. She's pulling onto his shirt because she's so short. You know what I mean? I'm high school myself and I'm still like, facts. Ravioli, ravioli, don't lewd the abused lowly. I'm gonna put that one on my own t-shirt, because facts. Let Natsuki stay pure. Her slightly parted lips, her rose-colored cheeks, and matching eyes, so everyone knows her eyes are pink. It's not a style choice, it's real. What is happening? I don't know. Have you never been kissed before, sir? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against mine. I felt it for a while now. Yep. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Here she comes. Wanted some sunlight. Hi, Spoofy. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Spoofy. I just stopped by to say hi. It never gets any less awkward. It never gets any less awkward. Well, you should have come a little earlier. Natsuki is that bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. Natsuki is that bitch. Natsuki's like, yeah, I got your man at my house. Or I'm at your man's house. Yeah, I'm at your man's house. Yeah, we were baking cupcakes. Yeah. Do something about it. Do something. What you gonna do? You should have been here earlier. Like, how gutsy? How gutsy do you have to be to get caught about to kiss on this boy that you knew your friend and club member is all down for? And instead of saying, my bad, the first thing you say is, you should have got here sooner? What? This child. So, you girls go to high school? Or, I'm already on my way out. She's so... Natsuki's a G. I can't lie, because that's wild. I could not do that. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, and just leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. And she's firing shots. Listen, I wish I could go up to a person, hey, I know this girl likes you, I'm gonna kiss you. Gets caught. You should have been here on time. Don't eat the cupcakes I made with him. And leave. Anyway, later, zoom. She's wild. Natsuki is wild. I will say that much. Natsuki is wild. Natsuki might become my low-key favorite. I gotta chill before I stop loving Yuri as much. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Here comes the sad music. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy. Oh, that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Oh, why am I feeling this way, Spoofy? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Spoofy. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? I want to know what Monica said to her. Because it's wild. Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Spoofy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Spoofy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Gonna say, I love you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. I'm saying I love you because we do have to make sure we tell her I love you in order to get, like, that stuff going. Actually, I'll remember for next time. I'll save next time and then tell her you'll always be my friend and then go back to it really fast. Next week, I'm just gonna cover all my bases. Like every choice one's gonna go back and be like, maybe I'll say this instead, and just fill it up so it's not getting crazy. So we're gonna skip a little bit, and they're hugging because she's sad and things hurt. All right, so we realize, you know, that she's not here. She's at home. She's late. She didn't meet up with us, even though we said we're happy and stuff. Also, though, we do know what happened, regardless of the fact that we told her we love her. We know what Sayori did instead. You should take a little responsibility for her, Spoofy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? I hate Monica. So, we know what's going on. We know that it's happened. We know that we're going to run back to because we're a couple now, because we chose I love you. We're going to run back to Sayori. And, you know, she still did the thing. Despite our best efforts, she still did the thing. So we're gonna go back. Oh, because she's gonna the scary get out of my head poem. Should have tried a little bit harder. Help her wake up. Even a simple gesture. Besides, I told her yesterday things are gonna be the same as they always were. She needs that. I want to give it to her. I reach Sayori's house, knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. And we're going to save right here and stop the breaking of the game, because we're not trying to lose all that progress. So here's the deal. We got this done in like an hour. If you guys are down, I am totally down to double back and do the Yuri work right now. Like, I'm ready to go back to the first poem and just do the Yuri work. If you guys are down, I am down. So I'm gonna give you guys a second. You guys can tell me, do you want to wait till next week to go do this Yuri track, this whole pure Yuri track? Do you guys want to do it right now? Because I'm totally down to do it right now. We made record time. We shaved this down for 4 hours to an hour and 30 minutes. And I totally started late, so I'm down to keep doing this for you guys. You're down? Do it. We're doing it. All right, so we are going back. So for those of you who do know, because Josie doesn't know, and I think some other people don't know, for those of you who do know, you know, there's no way to change what Sayori does at the very end of day 1. There is no way to change it. However, if we want everything else to be, you know, copacetic and we get that good ending at the end of the game, like the very, very end, we have to get all the cutscenes. And the only way to get all the cutscenes is to save and go back and save and go back and save and go back. So we're gonna do it. I'm gonna go back to the first poem. No, I don't want, no. That's what I meant to do. So return and then load. And we are going to load from the first day. You will lose unsaved progress. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. So we're back. We're back at day 1. If, Josie, anyone who's in here right now, first of all, if you haven't done so, leave a like for me, and subscribe so you stay current on what we're doing. Josie and anyone else who has not seen a full playthrough of this game, you can go back to the first 4-hour playthrough we did, or what we can do is you can hang out and we'll take a little more time to read this time through, and you're gonna watch the whole day, including what we just avoided. So, alright, Spoofy, she looks forward to seeing how I express myself. It's time to write a poem. So now, you know, it's everyone's favorite. I think this is everyone's actual favorite thing. Like, as much as we like Natsuki's like craziness and no one expected all the lowly behavior and Sayori's sweet, I think everyone secretly really likes watching us pander to Yuri because she's just so different. Goth GF is so different. So let's go. Oh, broken was a Sayori. Let's be careful. Misfortune. Okay. I guess Sayori was a little darker than we thought. Horror. There we go. So we need to build up this Yuri stuff. Contamination. There we go. Massacre. There we go. Entropy. See? Shame. Oh! Oh! That was a Sayori word. Intellectual. You gotta be careful. Sayori's a little dark. You don't know where she's gonna be. Incongruent. Destiny. Vitality. Unrestrained. Essence. Tenacious. Infallible. Yuri's words are usually super easy because she's her. So you can just pick big words or like words that are kind of grim or oldie. Inferno. Or words that relate to that book that she wants us to read. Prayer. Ooh, that is not her. I'm learning a lot about Sayori with this though. Bed? Okay, stop. Ambient. Variance. There we go. That was totally a Yuri. We did mostly Yuri. No, if you do, it's not that if you do something wrong, you mess up the game breaks. Not really, it's a scheduled thing in the game, but the game breaks and all your save files disappear after a certain event after day 1. Or after run 1, rather. So after the first full run, there's an event that takes place that just, it happens no matter what. And it breaks your game, and it resets a couple things and changes how certain things work. And you play the game again. And then the game is broken, and you have to reinstall the game if you want to play it fresh again. So hi again, Spoofy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. So we're going to skip because it's going to catch us where Yuri should be. So she wanted to trick him into getting the food. So, okay, and this is where Yuri first gives us the book. So in the beginning, she gave us the book. But remember, before, because we chose Natsuki, it didn't have us go to her. We actually got called up by Natsuki to go find manga. And then last time, we didn't get this book at all, I don't think. Or we did, but we didn't care, because Sayori and us were talking. So now, we are curious to talk to Yuri a little more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. And that's where a lot of this is coming from. If you guys didn't know, there's another game that's in the works by Team Salvato. And we don't know specifically how this all links back to the game, but a lot of this has to do with it. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yeah. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Spoofy? No, girl. You crazy. You like manga and stuff. You out here reading these scary books. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Spoofy? No, it's not that. Liar. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. Yeah, she's a dark kid. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I feel like that is also alluding to parts of this thing with Monica later. I feel like that might be part of it. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Sorry, making sure this is ready. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Oh, Yuri. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Yeah, the game theory episode is wildly in-depth about this whole thing. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Oh, Yuri. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes sense. It's kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, if I turn the page, That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Boy, y'all reading a book. You real... Whoo. Stranger? Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. Her little side glance is scary, I'm not gonna lie. Just chilling there and she's just whale-eyeing you. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. He's really drunk off his own mess. Hang on, I'm trying to finish this message. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Spoofy, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. And I feel like this is something that'll come up in the next game too, when we learn more about how that book relates to everything. Because, like, clearly there's something with that character you don't want to be, you know, linked up with, but we don't know. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Monica's like, nah, y'all did too much. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Facts. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhaled, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Right, because Yuri was nervous to share poems. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Giving him reading assignments all of a sudden? Come on now. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, yes, I remember to write a poem. Monica, you always ask like I'm a big idiot. I mean, he is a big idiot, not gonna lie. But she keeps asking, did you remember? No, I didn't remember. I shat on a piece of paper and brought the shat paper in. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't like Monica. She keeps talking to us like we're extra dumb. Goodness. Oh my goodness. I tried to open the thing on my phone and like I got a pop-up, which rarely happens on my phone. I don't like it. Is it Monica hacking me? Like, what is going on? Alright, so I'm gonna get here so I can read this later. Let's start with Yuri since we're paying attention to her this week. Or this time. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. So she's gonna read it. Yuri reads the poem. I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Ooh, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, making sure all this is right. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. She had to go, listen, none of y'all be that person. Oh man, by the field in the house. You're not late, you're right on time. Yuri's one of those people that I hope none of you are. Don't be that person. Don't be that person who sees a nice thing and then ruins it because they want to seem skeptical or they want to seem knowledgeable. Don't do that. Let people live. Bye to the field and anyone else who recently jumped in. What we're doing this week is we are finishing up getting all of the cutscenes so we can get the good ending. So we ran through the Sayori focused plot and we got all her cutscenes. Now we're running through the Yuri focused plot. We're trying to get all her cutscenes and we're going to let what happens at the end happen at the end. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. Oh, and this is where we can skip this because she's just talking about how doing that is bad. And it's like the first poem, you know, the ghost thing. Yep, being compared to a ghost. Alright, so this is all stuff we've heard from Yuri before. It's nothing really. And now we're back to stuff we haven't seen because she likes you. Because you wrote the poem. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Yuri's so... You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Spoofy. I keep forgetting you guys name me Spoofy, and it's so wild. Me too. Alright, so let's share with Natsuki next, just cause. She gonna be mad. Spoofy, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home? Yo! What? She's never been this rude to us before. Dang! It's cause you pandered that hard toward Yuri. She's just upset. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Clapbacks. Jeez, Natsuki. Painful to think about. These two, they're tsundere to each other. Like, he's not tsundere in general, but when she comes up, he is. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. And it's the Eagles Can Fly. I want Eagles Can Fly to be mounted on my wall, because I've read it so much now. Yeah. I just knocked my finger really hard on the table. I know you all heard that, and yes, it hurt, but I'm gonna pretend it didn't. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Okay, and then that's the thing where she's be honest, and he's like, why do you think I don't like it? Yep. Yo, Natsuki's a jerk, and I've come to realize the thing with the game. If you pander towards Sayori, both Natsuki and Yuri will be like, alright, this isn't my cup of tea, but it's not awful. If you pander hardcore to one of them, though, Sayori will say, I like it because you made it, and I like you. And then if you pander toward Natsuki, Yuri will be like, I don't want to read this, and she just won't say anything at one point. And then I guess Sayori becomes a turd. Natsuki becomes a turd and just tells you everything is wrong. Hi, Spoofy. Having a good time so far? So we're going to skip this because we already talked to her about this. Great job, Spoofy. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. And now she's going to give us some new information because she can tell we're pandering to Yuri. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Y'all on this hashtag ballsacking thing. Oh, gosh. You need them shirts? Listen. 1,000 tweets, man. 1,000 tweets. 1,000 tweets with the hashtag we not ballsacking. I checked the hashtag, too. I haven't seen Bobby the Field do it, but you know, that's alright. Yeah, you don't gotta believe in it. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Gotta make sure my things are correct. Ooh, sorry. I monitor the stream from, like, my phone or the computer just to make sure everything's right. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Sorry. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I feel like a lot of the description of Yuri is, like, super relevant to how, or who, or whatever she is, in the other game, or whatever thing they're working on. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up writing different things a lot. It could take a while, and that we can skip because we've gotten to this dialogue last week. Hole in the Wall. It couldn't have... Ooh. Hole in the Wall was the poem we read last week. I just forgot it wasn't going to stop just because the poem was up, and that caught me off guard. Yep, and this is the same exact writing tip. She didn't break the fourth wall yet. We're going to show ours to Sayori. This is the good poem, Spoofy. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? No, you're a jerk is what you are. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, she's going to say it sounds like Yuri's. I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. And he's gonna make, not that I'm standing, yep, not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you. So we're gonna skip. And this is her saying her good morning thing. And she waited until the morning to write it. We found out that she totally waited. So that's all. So here comes the fight again. We're gonna roll through the fight this time just because we just saw the fight. Except for the boobs. Every time I see this, I'm just like, what is the matter with you? Why would you say something like that? People's boobs don't just grow just cuz. Dang it. Alright, so we're gonna skip through. And I'm gonna choose Yuri this time. Because we chose Natsuki last week, and we chose Sayori this run just now before this. So Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh, aw. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Wow. Without worrying, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. She thinks everyone hates her all the time, and it's sad. Oh, what a butt for real. Hashtag whomstever. Listen, this ball sacking meme. This cannot be my meme. I refuse for that to be like the spiffy meme. Ball sacking. I should have never said it. Ball sacking. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Boofy. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said? Oh my gosh. Can y'all just leave it alone? I feel like if they just dropped it, it wouldn't... about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So... What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. Yeah, drop it. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Spoofy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. We're gonna skip because we've already done this. And she doesn't want us to hate them and all that. So we're gonna save right here, just in case I'm a nut bar and can't make a Yuri poem for some reason. Heartbeat. See, we're off on a bad foot. Judgment. There we go. Extreme. Misfortune. I keep forgetting misfortune is Sayori thing. Pure. Ooh, I thought that would be a her because it sounds poetic. Frightening. Infallible. Tenacious. Disaster. Effulgent. Massacre. Tragedy might be Sayori. I can't remember. Shame is Sayori. Tragedy. Nope. Tragedy is also Sayori. Alright. Fear. Ooh, fear is Sayori. We need to get it together. Sensation. Uncontrollable. Unrestrained. Atone. Intellectual. Death. Ooh, death. Sayori? I don't like this. Sayori's surprising me. Graveyard. There we go. Oh, if no one in the chat remembers, someone had talked about how they like Berserk, and I said I didn't watch Berserk because this one dude in it was like, his chin was a ball sack. And I was like, we not ball sacking. And it became a thing. So we're going to skip past the whole part where Sayori tries to con us into buying her food. And Natsuki gives her a cookie. And, you know, Yuri is eavesdropping and all that. Playing piano. She's late. Do you have a boyfriend? All right. And now we roll up. Hey, Yuri. Just up in her face. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? I remember this from the first time we played through the second run-through. We did not go with her, and it was a very weird experience. Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Mind your business, Monica. We ain't chilling with you. You can't come with us. Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Yo! Everyone's trying Monica's life. Everyone is trying Monica's entire life, yo. Dang. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Spoofy in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Spoofy. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Yo, she said, Yuri's my best friend. She said, mind your business. Why don't you mind your business? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Spoofy, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Spoofy, I really like being friends with you. Oh. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled up the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Spoofy, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Excuse me, one hiccup. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo-hoo. I wonder if the character she's based on and related to in the other game is a tea head. LOL, ball sacking every day. We don't ball sack here. We not ball sacking. That's the tag. It's hashtag we not ball sacking. In this case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Spoofy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Spoofy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my... Same, Yuri. Same. Back pain. Same. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes! I have terrible reading posture. Good. I'm glad he's so oblivious. Yuri probably lose her mind faster. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayuri's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. Whew. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Respect the Opie. Facts, it's always about the Opie. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. 'Cause she wants to touch your shoulder? Like, I'd hate to see what happened if she touched your leg. Crazy. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her death expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Ah, she's touching his leg. It's gonna blow up over here. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Spoofy, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh, she's just looking at you? How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. This boy kind of extra, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, everyone. What? Monica, you're so freaking annoying. Did you hear how abruptly the music just cut off? Just, alright, we're done. Ooh, Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. This hate and broad. I'm gonna save it there. Just because Need to get in the habit of saving. This hating broad. Yo, Monica, you, that's why you ain't got no man. Get out of here. Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Let's start with Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Spoofy, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. He's really nice and calm with Yuri, but he's rude as heck to Sayori, and he's, you know, whatever that is to Natsuki. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttling of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread my hungry curiosity, the raccoon an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. She's totally talking about her arm. She's totally talking about her arm, and I cannot. She's totally talking about her arm, and I cannot. Because now that we know that she's a little, you know. Oh, Yuri. Yuri, please. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Spoofy? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individuality. That's hard. I'm sorry, that word was hard for some reason. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Spoofy. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Let's go to Monica, because she's going to have something to say. Hi again, Spoofy. We're skipping your nonsense, because you like to bother people. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too, or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just mean that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Alright, Monica, you're reaching far with that. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. And we did read this one. We just read this one. And we're going to skip till Monica's writing tip. Alright, she did her thing. Let's go to Natsuki, who you know is going to be upset. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know, Yuri would love this angsty... Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Ooh, looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Dang. She mad as heck. Hey, Sophia stuff. He's so upset. Like, dang. Natsuki's not having it. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. And we're gonna let Sayori read it. Sophia stuff, thank you for subscribing. I love you. And she's gonna say it's cool. Sayori's gonna say it's cool. You know. Yeah, Natsuki's a jerk in this run, but I think it's because we're paying attention to Yuri, because Yuri's also kind of a jerk in the Natsuki run. I like this one, Spoofy. It has some nice feelings in it. Oh, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. She's so genuine. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. She's so cute. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want me to write something? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Not wrong. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Oh, and she's talking about, like, sad poems, too, and this is where she talks about liking bittersweet poems. And it's the cookie jar one. Yep. Alright. And I believe this is where they're talking about performing. Yep, so we don't have to watch this again. They're all going to be upset because they don't want to perform at the thing, and Monica and Sayori sprung it on her. Yep, and they're all... Yep. They're practicing their reading and everything. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Spoofy, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Yep. And she's gonna ask me if I would walk with Yuri. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual. It's because she wants to know if you like Yuri. Alright. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you, huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. So I'm going to save it right here because when I say I want to get every option, I'm going to get every option. So I'm going to say I would walk home with Yuri. And we're going to let that ride. Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down. So isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Hi, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's a bit different. Nobody in club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Yeah, who knows? I'm going to say right before this poem. Return. And I'm going to load it right here. Yes. And I'm going to say I'd still welcome with Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. All right, so it's it's the exact same conversation as the Yuri one, as the Natsuki one. So we're gonna skip through it and go to. All right, so it's not really different. It's the exact same conversation. So we're gonna pander to Yuri again. Uncontrollable analysis, vitality, captive, misery is Natsuki is Sayori. Agonizing, lust, secretive, infallible, disoriented, broken. Ooh, broken is Sayori. Whoops. Unrequited is also Sayori. I knew that and I did it anyway. Graveyard, crimson, massacre, unrestrained, universe, philosophy, existence. Determination. There we go. So it's a full-on Yuri poem. Late again. All that jazz. Everyone's talking. They make the squid joke. You know. Gosh. No way. Sayori's like, yep, Sayori's, down. So this is where Sayori starts showing like she's down. Showing the symptoms and everything. And she's not happy. Hashtag we not ball sacking. Facts. Thank you for all the likes, by the way, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate it. I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that? Tell I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me, so I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something so stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Spoofy. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on the inside her head, but whatever. and she may not always know what she wants. Sorry, this chair is really uncomfortable and I have to keep moving around in it. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. Yeah, Yuri, he's a dumb butt. He is a dumb butt. Ball sack and we... ball sack and not are we. Body the Field comes back just in time to talk about ball sack and get out of here. So I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? No, Yuri. What do you mean? No, it's not a compliment. Like, yes. It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems. Alright, so let's start with Monica. Why not? Hi, Spoofy. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Same conversation as always. Your style's gotten so refined, Spoofy. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in a whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Mind your business! Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. She's not used to opening herself up. I feel like that was a joke. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just the bandage. They're just a bandage. Jeez, Monica. I didn't pick up on a lot of these. If you write a poem about not ball sacking, I will read the poem next stream. Auberry. If Auberry right now writes a poem, because they said it, if you write a poem about not ball sacking and you tweet it to me, or DM me on Twitter, I will read it. I will read it on stream next week. Don't cuss a whole bunch in it, because I can't do that if it's endless Fs. But I'll totally read your poem about not ball sagging. All right, Auberry. Everyone saw it. Auberry made this pact. We're doing it. I'm reading it next stream. Promise. You say that I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Yo, when you play through this game and then you come back to this kind of stuff, it's wild because it's very on the nose. Very on the nose. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Ooh, 8 people. Hey, y'all. Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. I like this poem the most because it's kind of dark, but it's good. This is the one where it's like, nothing means anything, nothing's on purpose. It's like the quote from Rick and Morty where he's like, no one was born on purpose. Everything happened by chance. No one matters. One of those. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers. Alright, so we can skip because she said all that already. Alright, let's go with Yuri. Let's just talk to Yuri. Spoofy, your writing has only improved in the last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad. I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would be... I skipped too fast. I never thought it would feel like this. There we go. Sorry. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, ooh. I'm so sorry. That scared the life out of me. Ooh. Oh, the alert. Ooh. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm so sorry. I'm so scared of everything. I really appreciate the donation. You're awesome. You're sweet. I love you. Actually, you're a donator, so that means on my Twitch page, I'm going to put your name down. So at the end of the stream, head over to Twitch and you'll be on my board, and I'll probably do a Twitter shout out for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just scared of everything, yo. I'm just scared of everything all the time. Woo! I set that noise myself too, thinking that's a nice soft sound. It's not gonna scare me midstream. I lied. I lied to myself. Woo. Okay. Let me. I need to refresh these stream labels. Oh my gosh! And the message I got. Hello, what's ball sacking? You wild. That's hilarious. What's ball sacking? It's a joke. It's a joke that you gotta be here for. It's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. I keep smiling because I'm still jumpy from that. I'm sorry, y'all. Yuri smiles sadly. Spoofy, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Dang! Whoa! I'm sorry. Dang, this got so sad. Aw, Yuri. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know who would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. Dang, Yuri. They don't tease me for... Sorry, y'all. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. Oh, she's really so conscious about it. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Spoofy. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. Aww. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Spoofy. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. Alright, that was a nice thing that he said. You know, it was pretty good. He keeps doing jank things. This was a nice thing that he said. I mean, if I joined the club I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Aw. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ah, I wonder if this is... Yeah, so I don't think we've read this one before because we haven't did the full track. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows, closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Aw, so she likes him. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Oh, Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, that poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Okay, so I guess the other thing, because that happened with Natsuki last week, when you focus on either one of those two, they want you to keep their poem. Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. She not wrong. Monica's annoying. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Sayori? It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri, and it's the same exact conversation as she gave you when she realized you wrote it for Natsuki the last time. Natsuki. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next! Okay. Okay. Alright, rude. She mad as heck because you wrote something for Yuri. She's so crazy. Zawarudo. I don't hate. I love. That's funny. I don't watch JoJo currently, but I know many a meme, many a thing. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Yeah, and Sayori, I guess, went home early. Or is it? Yeah, because Sayori's gone. So they're talking, and they want to see who's going to help who. So after we let them bicker for a little bit, we're going to choose Yuri to get all the Yuri cutscenes. Because we know we can't choose Sayori, we know we can't choose Monica, they won't let us. So we had the Natsuki one last week. We're going to make sure we close up on this Yuri stuff. Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Yeah, Natsuki, shut up. I was just saying, ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri, Spoofy? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking by yourself? I mean, yeah. You did already say you're going to be fine. You mad as heck. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Spoofy? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki, what? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Spoofy picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature, I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of everything. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Spoofy. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Why she gotta make everything sour like that? Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Oh, cool. My thing updated. Awesome. I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out of the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? And his anxiety shoots through the roof. Alright, so now we're on the next day. Give me 1 second. I see something I need to fix. Give me 1 second. I'm not gone. I'm just trying to fix a thing. Sorry, guys. Just gonna fix all this. All right. Sorry. Just fixing this. Sometimes your files get a little wonky. And you want to fix everything so everything is working the right way. Oh my gosh, literally everything. Welcome to Spiffy glitching. Okay. I'm screaming. I wanted to have both open and I was like, oh, I'll fix it. And then everything just went like everywhere. So if anyone ever wanted to know what it looks like with me working with OBS, it looks like that. I'm very organized and have a million different scenes that I work with. But that means I have to go into each scene to fix things. And that's hilarious. But yeah, no. I just wanted to fix that because it bothered me. Because it was supposed to be 3, and it bugged me that it wasn't 3. Back to our game. Oh, what was, what are you talking about? What was the thing? Oh, you want to see what it was? No, we'll totally go back. Is this? This is a fight stick. This is a fight stick that someone made because they're a bad person. And it's hilarious. That's what that is. It was a fight stick. And no, I'm not glazing over nothing. Because it's hilarious. Back to the game, though. I'm still dying, because that was actually... Let's fix this. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. All right. So everything should be all fixed. All right. Now that it's all fixed. It wasn't ball sacking. That's what's funny. A fight stick? Oh, but I like that better. I like fight stick better. Also, hello, Nick. I know you jumped in a while back. I didn't say anything, but hello. Fight stick. No, I want that. Okay, ball sacking is the phrase, but I'm just saying, that's a fight stick is, oh gosh. I'm gonna tweet that right now. And I'm gonna shout out Zerazzle, because that's my life. That is my everything at this moment. That's hilarious. That's a fight stick. I like how there's a Y and an I in it. Y'all wildin' in these streams, though. And I'm gonna put hashtag not ball sacking. We not ball sacking. You know, gotta keep it real. Gotta keep it on brand. This is hilarious. Another fun thing on Twitter that I just saw, the person who designs my Twitch stuff, because he is wonderful. Oh, he finished designing my offline image. It's really pretty. Everyone's gonna love it. It's very pretty. He's the best. So it's awesome. I did go to school for design. At least I did before I switched majors to computer science. I like designing. I get very stressed doing it for myself. I prefer to check with people who are doing it for a living, because you know they're very good. This person, I like finding the people who are like, they care about their design work. He's very, very cool. He's very, very down to earth. We can talk. His name is Studio Vulcan. If you guys want to go on Twitter, he's Studio Vulcan, and you can find his portfolio. If you have a Twitch channel or a YouTube channel, if you want anything, he makes my overlays. He does a bunch of stuff that I've used. The little notifications that you guys see on Twitch, it's all him. It's awesome. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Face doodles are cool. Not ball sacking was last week's, I'm pretty sure. It was episode 3. Was Doki Doki episode 3, yeah. Meanwhile, which reminds me I have to update the thumbnail for this, because I think the thumbnail for this one still says 3. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't been hearing a thing from Sayori since the club. Yep. So now we're gonna go check on Sayori. I'm not going through it again because it hurts my spirit. You know, Sayori's depressed and she's going through a lot of the pain. We figured out our friend has depression. We didn't know before. We didn't pick up on it. It's so sad. And, you know, we're going to let the game end this time. So, you know, we're going to see what happens. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little bit early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I'm gonna save randomly here just cause, I don't know, feels like I should. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ha ha ha. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Facts? Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Yuri, why are you just opening drawers? What if you saw... I don't know, I can't think of anything that would scare Yuri, but still, get out of drawers. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. It's where he keeps his bad magazines. You know, the kind with girls who look like Yuri. She puts both of her hands or Natsuki. I don't know. Could be both. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmosphere enhancements. Whew. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. And if anyone was here for our first run, you've seen all of this already. So we're gonna go through it a little quicker. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. She is kind of a snoot. Yuri's kind of a snoot. That was definitely a shot at Natsuki, because she didn't want to say cupcakes matter, but she knows they do. She's a snoot. Yuri's arm looks weird. Yeah, because she's holding it really far behind her back. You can't watch the Sayuri bit? No, I feel you. I don't like reading through Sayuri's depression part, and I don't like the rest of what happens. That notification didn't scare me as bad, because, I don't know, the donation one was just loud as ever, and I couldn't handle it. But thank you for whoever, I'm going to see in a second. Diamond Wolf, thank you for subscribing, I love you. Hentai? What? Who screamed hentai? What are we saying hentai for? Maybe he had a secret butterfly collection. Oh, the hentai in his drawer? Probably. It's probably all hentai. A secret butterfly collection? Almost made it weird. Never mind. We're gonna leave it alone. Just like a box of butterflies, like preserved butterflies and hentai. It's like, why are they in the same drawer? And he just casually closes the drawer and doesn't say anything. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ooh, why did he say that? Because that would make me feel bad, too, if someone called me an intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use these candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? My hiccups every, 12 minutes. It's weird. Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. I remember what happens when you start making your jasmine oil go throughout the house, Yuri. It's weird. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. This part gets weird. Yeah, also, hey everyone who just jumped in that I didn't see. Diamond Wolf, The Hilarity Show, everyone, hello. Auberry, I'm still waiting on that poem. I will read it on stream next week. But yeah, no, it's gonna get weird. if you just walked in digitally, if you just pulled a Monica, if you just came into the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe so you keep up with what's going on and what I'm doing. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? My mouth got all warpy. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ooh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's all that jasmine oil she's burning. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Spoofy. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. All right. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Yep. Let's get weird. Let's get weird with it. The knife is strangely beautiful. You got a rough draft? Good. I'm down. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Fact for y'all, here's some advice. Here's Spiffy's advice for the day. Don't promise nobody you're not gonna get weirded out. If someone ever says, don't get mad, don't get mad, don't promise me you won't get mad, promise me you won't be weirded out, promise me you won't get scared. Don't promise that, because you can't. And chances are, if someone's asking you to promise that, they're gonna do something real scary, or really anger-inducing, or really stressful. Yeah, I promise. Don't do that. That's a bad way to live. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Kind of. Into. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Ooh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Well, you're kind of weird, Yuri. It's alright. You can't get Steam. You've seen the whole playthrough, or like this particular track, because there's several tracks of the playthroughs. You're scared now, girl? Don't be scared yet. Haha, you're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Here's where it gets weird. Here's where it gets real weird. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, because I'm an idiot, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger, and not a piece of paper, or my pillow, or anything else that's in my room that isn't my flesh. Ow! Spoofy! Why did you do that? I don't know, Yuri, I'm an idiot. I didn't expect it to be that sharp, because I'm an idiot. I barely touched it at all, but I still touched it, because I'm an idiot. It's my fault. No, he's an idiot. Like, he's an idiot. I don't know if anyone knew he's an idiot. I should have warned you that it's a knife and that it's sharp. He's an idiot. This knife is extremely sharp. Too sharp for idiots to hold. It can cut through skin like it's paper. If you're dumb enough to put your skin on it. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Ah, you ready? She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Y'all ready for this? Brace yourself. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Like, why would you do that, Yuri? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Yuri, why are you so strange, Yuri? What the heck are you doing, Yuri? Leave a like if you like licking fingers. I'm just kidding. Don't. Please. I mean, leave a like, but don't lick people's fingers with blood on it, dude. Don't. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. You just like blood? What are you doing, Yuri? Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. Smash his like button for licking fingers? Oh, y'all not ready. Y'all not ready for the weirdness, though. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for Spoofy, for male protagonist, to do the same nonsense he did when he was chilling with Natsuki? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Because when my friends do really creepy things, my response is to do it back to them. So if someone licks my finger, licks the blood off my finger, I'm gonna lick their finger. Because that's what we're just doing. We're finger licking. We're the finger licking crew. Gosh. Spoofy! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. You know... Ugh. Anyone licks my finger, I'm punching them in the face. I've decided that. Like, this is weird. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. You sure it's jasmine oil? Because y'all seem real loose. Y'all doing some wild stuff. I don't know if it's just jasmine in that oil. The air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Spoofy, says the girl who licked the hemoglobin from my fingertip. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? Facts. I have no response to that. Facts. Where do you keep your bandages? Sorry, I held my lip. My lip felt really crusty. I don't know how to describe that, but it felt really itchy, so I describe it. You ever get that? Or like you put on chapstick in the day and then your lip feels crunchy at night? Something like that? I don't know. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Yeah, your weird, like, vampire bat spit healed my cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Y'all need to stop looking at these knives. Y'all can't be trusted. Wait a minute. Why is Yuri using a knife to cut the ribbon? You have scissors. That's extra. Yuri, you extra. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Those of us who've seen a full playthrough of this game, we know why she did that, and that's real uncomfortable. Hey, everyone who just jumped in, get in my car now. Oh, no. I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Hilarity Show said, no, you don't. So, yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. Nothing could have prepared you for this nonsense. Yuri, come on, girl. Come on, girl. Not in my house. Not on my clean floor. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple and that would look very nice. I'd like the paint to gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Remember that also. Remember that, Yuri. That's so weird. Remember it for later. Oh, I got a ring. Remember it for later. Yuri wanted to paint a banner that was morning into afternoon into evening into night. Very relevant foreshadowing for later. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you gonna write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. I don't know what notification I got. I heard the ring-a-ling, but I don't see it. If you say so. I keep looking at the things I want to see what notification I got. After rolling out the banner, I know I keep staring at the screen because I want to see what happens. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Reading the chat now. Yuri-kun? Facts. She was weird. Yeah, you just got that, right? Yep. It makes sense. Yeah, no, this game is full of foreshadowing, dude. It's wild. Do you like the colors of the sky? Facts. It's weird. I don't know what just happened because I heard a notification noise but didn't get the notification image. So I'm going to assume it was a sub. Whoever just subscribed, I love you very much. Thank you. Oh, it was Duke. There we go. It changed. Thank the Lord for banners. For labels. Thank you, Duke. Welcome to the colony. I don't say that to anyone. Like, technically it's the colony because penguins, but like, or the rookery if you want, but I don't really say it. I occasionally call you guys my dapper doves and fancy pheasants, but even that, the bird puns don't always sit with me, so sometimes I just say, hey y'all, I love y'all. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. It's a cult? It's not a cult. Stop it. The magpies? No, magpies are crazy. They like to take shiny things. Also, when I read, sometimes I'm not sure if I should use like this voice or like my announcement voice. Because at work, I was talking to like 2 friends about it. By the Field is one of them. At work, I have to make a lot of announcements, and my announcing voice is very different because it's a bunch of scripts that I've said a million times over and over. So when I announce, I talk like this, and I talk very, very softly, and I talk into the mic so everyone can hear what I'm saying, but it's very fast, and people have to keep up with it. But somehow they manage to. I guess it's because my voice is not moving, you know, it's not oscillating in pitch. As opposed to talking like this, where it sounds like every other thing is a question, or I'm nervous, or stressed. So let me know which voice you prefer. This is like the mid between the two. Do you prefer soft ASMR Spiffy, or do you prefer, I'm really stressed out, Spiffy, my voice is cracking? I never know, because this is a lot of reading and you have to hear me talk, so I wonder which one you prefer. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. You love your waifu, Yuri? Facts. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Ouch. Kya. Sorry. Silent stream is silent. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and cheek. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. You had to kneel? Y'all had to kneel? Y'all had to get this close? Yeah? Here, I pat Yuri's face. I pat on Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Patted her neck, huh? Ah, is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Nah, y'all wild. Y'all wild. Y'all nasty. I'm telling. Guard! Call his mom. Call his mom. They acting up. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. She brazen. Y'all remember lust was on her list, right? Nah, y'all gotta catch her. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze. Oh, I'm enveloped by... Sorry, I skipped it because I was distracted by the fact that they're canoodling in his room. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Listen, you guys in your sativa that you put in the air, I don't believe anything. This is not jasmine oil. Y'all danked up the house. It's hot. I didn't expect it. Sums up my initial reaction to the game. Facts. Facts. Where's the lie? Nah, because what's going on? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own paintbrush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha, you say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Top 10 anime betrayal. This Disney feeling? Leave me alone. My tongue is dry and my piercing keeps sticking to my lips. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment, but that doesn't mean this is the last time that could happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of said that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. We can go out somewhere. I forget you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Spoofy. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. This is Sayori. I'm gonna save here. Right here. Yeah. Hi, Spoofy. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Spoofy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Whoop. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Right, and so this is the part where she's going to say she wanted to stay inside, and then she tells us she likes us so much it hurts. So we're going to skip to the options. It's very sad. So I'm going to save it here, because like I said, I want to make every choice I can possibly make. I'm gonna do the "You'll always be my dearest friend." What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha ha ha. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know better than me, better than anyone, Spoofy. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees and starts shrieking. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Alright, so that happened. And I'm going to save here so that that's there and return. But then I'm going to load it back here at that option. Yes. And we're going to say I love you just because I don't like seeing her so sad. It's sad. I know. Why is it always the lovable characters for real? Does U2 have the Oscars? Don't tell me they're called the Natskis. I'm not very fond of that name. For no particular reason. Cough. I don't like her. Don't tell me it's called the Natskis. I love you. And so we've seen what this is like. These are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I do. And she essentially is like, this is nice and all, but you're going to give me a heart attack. So anything's to be kind of the way they are. We don't have to start being crazy. So the banner you painted with Yuri is dry. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything. And I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. So we're going to skip. You should take, so this is where you realize Sayori still didn't come back to school. She didn't walk to school. You don't see her. I mean, especially after you kind of left her hanging because not, you know, she's a bad person. Monica's a bad person. And so now she knows. Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly that we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so no, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Monica's the devil because she knows something awful is in those pamphlets. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Excuse me, I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. It's no, even if we told her we're her friend or we love her, it's the same thing, unfortunately, because that's just what happens to her. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Spoofy? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. I'm gonna save this here, doesn't matter, but I'm gonna save it here. Don't strain yourself. She's a jerk. Monika's a bad person. Monika calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I'm going to say this once for anyone who is squeamish and does not like super morbid things. Stop watching right now. I wish I knew that the first time we played this game so I could warn you, but now that I know what I know, if you're not fond of death and depression and things like that, the stream ends here for you, my friends, and I love you, and I'll see you next week when we're doing fun stuff again. But yeah, I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. Still calling her dummy. To the bitter end. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. And that file that just spawned is it's a note and it talks about what's going on. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. At this point, if you try to go back and... Oh no, these are still here for now. But in a second, they're not going to be here. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Yep. Yeah, left her hanging. Left her hanging. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Which is also a reference to what someone else does later. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. See, in the first run-through, we didn't confess to her, and he's like, I should have done it. There is nothing you could have done. So whether you tell her you love her or not, this is what happens. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. You couldn't have done anything. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now, and nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never. 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 End. So yeah, it's all, yeah. Doki Doki. And if we try to load game, oh, these are still here. Huh. I wonder if they actually, I think if we try to load one, it won't work. Yep, Sayori did the thing. I wonder what happens. See, now that we try to load it, it's gonna say file error, characters, Sayori character file is missing or corrupt. Save file is corrupt, starting a new game. So Sayori is, see? I'm gonna save it right here. Because we are going to hold this and we are going to do the second run, which is the more fun run, I'm not gonna lie, of the game this time. We didn't get to see, last time we did the crazy run, because yeah, that was crazy, but the next run is even crazier, because now Sayori's deleted from the game, and we're playing it with just the other 3 girls. And we got to see how crazy Yuri got, but I don't believe we got to see how crazy Natsuki got. So I think I might do the same thing this time. I'll save a bunch of times and then skedaddle back when I can tell what's about to happen. And we'll try and get both Natsuki's craziness and Yuri's craziness going. Because everything gets real wild. Everything gets super Doki Doki in the next run through after you play it through once. So thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you who have never seen the playthrough before and had to watch that, I'm very sorry. I will say, out of all the deaths that exist in this game, I believe that is the most painful one, and it's not funny. The other ones, death isn't funny, but in the other ones, it's kind of wild. At least, now I won't spoil it for those of you who don't know, but one of those next deaths is, I remember when it happened, I was like, yep, no, I knew it. I could tell you. I could have told you. I could have written this myself. That part, not the whole game. The game is cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, you know, I've been saying it the entire time, like and subscribe. Keep up to date with what I'm doing. Don't forget to tweet, you know, hashtag we not ballsacking on Twitter and at me so I know what's going on. So I know, you know, I have to make those shirts if it happens. Follow me on Twitter anyway. We can talk. I'm always on Twitter lately, like laughing with people. Follow me on Twitch if you like the less censored versions of my streams, because that's where the cussing's at, because I don't swear on YouTube, really. I try not to at all if I can help it. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the donation. This was a really fun stream. I love all of you. Have a super duper good night. Good vibes. I know that was not the last thing you wanted to watch, but good vibes and good night.